2K25. The first gameplay tip is switching. This gives you control over your defense whenever you want to match up the switch. Whatever console you're on, press the normal pass button to perform a switch. The second gameplay tip I have is icon lead passing. Go to your settings and turn this on. Whenever you're icon passing, you can lead your players around the court and gain control of your players using the left stick. My last gameplay tip is a takeover to equip on your best player. It's called Flash, but we call it Blur. Equip this on your favorite player, and whenever he has takeover, if you run after the defender's hip, you'll get an automatic blow by every time.
Have you ever noticed logos above certain My Players in the city?
You may have seen one on yours truly, and it's a way to identify VIPs in the 2K community.
What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's McCain in a shooting guard. And for Memphis, we've got Mark Williams. MP is out there with Johnson, and it's Bridges in a point guard. Well, this last stretch of the season could be the final NBA games for some of the aging stars in the league. Grant, when did you know it was time?
Well, you know, B.A., I made it 19 years in the league, and at 40 years old, I was kind of happy to be done. But I hope that all the guys retiring this year have the same closure I had.
Here's McCain, covered by Rubio. From the left block, Memphis with a rebound. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And Galloway pulls it down. Right wing. Here's McCain. Oh, Williams with the block. And they're running. Here's Bridges. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to McCain. Lets the three fly. Gets the three to fall.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shai has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Bridges outside. Outside, Williams. Now here's Rubio. From deep. Holland with a rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket. So let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. B.A.?
Thanks for that, Allie. Inside, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, poked away.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Bridges against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
And again, Memphis no good. Pass to McCain. The three ball. Memphis with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And so here are the Clippers. Fires for 3. And the three-pointer goes. McCain's got his second bucket on the night.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
To the paint. Here's Rubio. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's McCain, covered by Rubio. Pass to Galloway. Here's McCain. Goes up on the wing. Williams grabs the board.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here's Bridges. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Now here's Johnson. Still without a bucket. Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the night.
Mark Williams taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Williams. And he can't hit the second. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's McCain, covered by Rubio. McCain's shot is off.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And rejected. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And he drops the first. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Now here's Rubio. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. And he banks in the layup.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Bridges. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
Bridges outside. Takes a 3. Buries it from 3. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's McCain. He has 6. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And here they come. Here's Johnson. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Galloway to pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving inside, and that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
And he lobs it up top. Very pretty alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Clippers trail by 3. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's McCain. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Over Rubio. And that one is hammered home.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Memphis. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Rubio. Now Williams. Bridges outside. The 3 is up. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the 3.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Bridges. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
I really think the nail in the coffin was their missed free throws. That's usually an ominous sign.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. And these are the best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers. The Clippers, #1, the 4th spot held by the Grizzlies.
But each one of these teams are adept at not just forcing turnovers, but also cashing in once they take away the ball.
Now here's Martin. His last outing, we saw him score 13.
Going back there.
Outside Rubio. The 3. And they'll get another chance. And Hartenstein slams it in.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Now here's White. No good that time. Some solid defense from Martin. It's Wiggins on the wing. The baseline Jay. And another basket for Memphis.
Now listen, the son of a former NBA player and world-class sprinter. If you're curious where Wiggins' athleticism comes from, now you know.
Dear.
Count that one.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And here's Rubio. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 3-point lead. Pass to Martin. Back to Rubio. Rebound by the Clippers. Holland's got rebound #5 here tonight.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's White. And the layup is good off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Memphis lead.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Pass to Griffin over Rubio. And Griffin the bucket on the assist. By what? So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment.